Hey everyone, my name is Nolan and welcome back to another Pixel Gun 3D video. In this video, I'm just going to go through a complete free-to-play guide for those of you guys who just downloaded Pixel Gun, and this is going to be a guide for every player, no matter if you're on PC, Android, or iOS. But I will just say the guide is going to vary a little bit differently just depending on like what platform you're playing on, because certain platforms have certain restrictions, and we're going to get into that later on in the video. But for now, big shout out to Larks Gaming for the donation on the last video. That was my first ever video donation, just in case you didn't know that. So yeah, thanks for that. And yeah, let's just jump into the video. So I guess the first chapter of this video is going to just be general tasks you guys need to be doing to level up and get currency. First of all, obviously, you're going to need to do those daily tasks and battle pass tasks. Wow, just because you can get some currency and XP from that, which is pretty nice. And here is where things start to branch off. Literally the first thing out of the way, we're already branching off based on platform. So watch ads. If you're on mobile, you need to be watching those daily ads in the store, the Lucky Board ads, and then also occasionally there are going to be complete set offers that you can get from just watching ads. It's a very fast way to get currency, and of course completely free to play. And you can do this while you like mow your lawn or do some homework. You can just like watch ads while you have stuff going on in the background, I guess. Here's the main problem with this. This already puts a huge wall between PC and mobile players, because mobile players have a huge advantage because a lot of the things that come free to play in this game are from ads, and ads don't exist on PC. So yeah, that's super unfortunate. However, if you guys have linked your account from mobile to PC, you guys will be able to log in on mobile, watch your ads, and then play on PC. However, if you've created an account on PC, there's unfortunately no way to transfer it to mobile. However, guys, the gap just gets bigger from here. On Android, you guys can do a lot of offer wall offers, like for keys and gems. The offers on Android are way better and actually for free, which is just insane. You guys can get thousands of gems and keys completely free for like just playing other games or whatever it is. Unfortunately, these offers do not exist on iOS. And it's really unfortunate because the developers have decided to base their economy around the Android offer wall. So iOS players are left in the dust because it's just going to be harder for them to get currency, and then PC players are left even more in the dust because it's going to be way harder to get gems and keys. So very, very huge oversight here that I've mentioned before, and they still have done nothing about. Another general task that some of you guys might not know about is opening chests in the lottery and not crafting the weapons you guys get. The lottery introduces a lot of weapons every time, and so it can be pretty easy to get new weapons from this, especially if you're opening the novice chest. I recommend you guys open novice chests and get 1 or 2 weapons, and then maybe move on to fighters and winner's chest, just depending on what weapons you guys want. However, I will just say, not crafting the weapons is actually kind of a good strategy, because if you craft a weapon and then wait a few levels, by the time that your crafted weapon becomes outdated, you guys will have another weapon to craft, and it will be crafted at whatever level you are, so you don't have to worry about spending currency to upgrade it. That's just kind of a strategy. If you guys are tired of spending gems and coins to upgrade your weapons, you guys can just save weapons in your craft section and not craft them at all. And as I just mentioned, it's good to try to avoid spending gems and coins on upgrades, and I'm going to explain why. So I always made the claim that you guys should just not play the regular game and only play Battle Royale and mini games until you get to level 65, and then I realized just how hard and unfun that is when I started my free-to-play series. So here's going to be my new piece of advice. Just try to not spend currency as much as possible, but only do it when you feel like you need to, and here's why. Upgrading weapons costs the same no matter how low level it is. As long as you're upgrading it to the level, it's going to cost the same amount of gems every single time. So going as long as possible without upgrading a weapon will save you gems in the long run. If you're level 63 and you want to upgrade a level 61 weapon, it's going to cost about 200 gems to upgrade it to level 63. Then, if you upgrade it again at level 65, that's another 210 gems. So you just spent about 400 gems to max it out. However, if you had just waited to level 65 to upgrade it, you would have only spent 200 gems. So that's why I'm saying wait as long as possible, because you will save hundreds of gems in the long run. Additionally, you can get free weapon upgrades from the daily rewards and daily tasks, so use those free upgrades as soon as possible on weapons to like better their performance as long as possible. So now let's go over how to get XP. I think the best way to get XP is going to be mini games. Red light and deadly games are pretty well balanced, and the reason why I say mini games and battle royale is because you don't need to upgrade weapons for those for you to perform well in those game modes. Armor and weapons mean literally nothing, meaning you can level up as much as you want and not have to spend currency upgrading weapons. But basically, red light, you just need to get first place or maybe even third to first to get XP, which is pretty nice. And deadly games, you just gotta win, and deadly games can be kind of easy to win, so yeah, it just kind of varies. But yeah, those are a good way to get XP and coins. Battle Royale is another good one. You can get, I think, 30 XP in both mainland and Small Isle, so I'd recommend playing Small Isle because the matches will go by faster. You can also get some keys and coins, which is pretty nice. Use XP boosters when grinding these game modes because you'll just be able to get more XP overall. However, I will just say, clan raids are another good way to get XP. However, XP boosters do not work on these, and we will also get into clans later on, but clans are going to be your best friend for free to play. I'll get more into that later on, but again, just join a clan. I'll explain why, but it's going to be so helpful. Now for getting coins and keys, they can usually be got together, so pretty much all of these are going to be both keys and coins. Block Crash, you need a good heavy in order to win this. However, you are able to get coins and keys very fast, along with XP. Arena, which is basically just survival against monsters, is a good way to get coins. It's kind of only coins, but it's still a decent way to get them. You don't have to worry about other players. Team Strike is definitely a good way to get keys and coins. However, the problem is you need decent weapons. The reason why I say this game mode is because they usually go by faster than other game modes, especially if you're against a pretty bad team. And co-op survival is definitely another good game mode that allows you to get keys and coins. However, I will just say you need all good guns for every category because the game mode basically limits the weapons as you play. So like only backup weapons will be available for 10 seconds or only special weapons will be available for 30 seconds. So you definitely need to have some good weapons, but it's still a good way to get keys and coins. As I mentioned earlier, Android and iOS have offer walls. Android has it way better, and offer wall on Android is by far the best way to get keys. Alright, and finally we're going to go over how to get gems. So I mentioned earlier joining a clan is going to be your best friend, and I'll expand on that a little bit now. So on PC, it's pretty much impossible to get gems free to play because gems are directly tied to in real life money, which is why it's so unbalanced because iOS and Android players can use offer wall and ads, whereas PC players does not have the option. So you need to be way more stingy with your gems. Don't spend them because it's going to be way harder to get on PC. However, for those of you guys who are on PC, there's still ways to get gems free to play. Join a clan because every week you will be able to get gems, especially if you get first place in Crystal Division. You'll get 140 gems for that. It can be kind of difficult in Crystal Division, but yeah, still a good way to get gems. 50 gems is second place and 25 for third, so you still get a kind of decent amount. Not a lot, but yeah, you still get gems every week. Silver is very easy to get, and it can be exchanged for a lot of items in the black market. Unfortunately, not gems, but you can exchange them for coins and guns. And guns in the black market are super cheap. I don't recommend buying all the guns in the black market at one go, but similar to the lottery, space them out every few levels because they're going to be dirt cheap. You can buy a weapon, use it for a few levels, and then buy another one after a few levels, and it's just going to be a very good way to start getting a ton of weapons. On top of that, you'll be able to get armor and clan weapons over time, which is pretty nice. And as I mentioned earlier, clan raids, where you're basically sieging the fort, is very good for getting XP. The problem is, it can be very hard, and in fact impossible, to solo a fort early on in the game because the turrets just do so much damage and have so much health. In fact, if you don't have Demon Catcher, Sly Wolf, or any healing weapon of any kind, you're going to die. It's just going to be impossible to do. So I recommend playing with a squad and having the higher level people focus on the turrets while you focus on the monsters and guardians. Because the monsters and guardians will give you a pretty good amount of points, you'll still be able to get XP for doing clan raids. So yeah, back to getting gems free to play. Pretty much the only good way is going to be completing tasks and joining a clan on PC. However, for those of you guys who are on mobile, definitely watch the lucky board. It's just watching ads, really. It's so bad. There used to be so many more ways to get gems free to play, but it's not that good anymore. Basically, anything I've discussed so far can get gems free to play, but it's going to be way easier on Android and mobile, and the best method is definitely the Android offer wall. If you guys were lucky enough and you linked your Android account to PC, you're going to be set because you can get on to your Android device and like do offer walls and get some gems and keys very fast. But yeah, for those of us who didn't do that, we're pretty much screwed. So I know that this video might have not given you guys a lot of information. But for those of you guys who learned something, make sure to smash the like button and maybe subscribe for more Pixel Gun videos. Like I said, I'm doing a Pixel Gun free-to-play series on PC, and I will not be taking advantage of any mobile transfer. So yeah, it's just gonna be strictly PC. So yeah, hopefully you guys found this video helpful. A lot of it might have been common knowledge, but hopefully you guys learned something. And just remember, join a clan. It's definitely gonna be your best friend for free to play. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye bye.